Archimedes was born in the city of Syracuse on the island of Sicily in 287 BC. His father was an astronomer named Phidias, but besides that, not much is known about the family and early life of Archimedes. Some rumors say that he belonged to the nobility of Syracuse and that he was related to Hero II, king of Syracuse. In the 3rd century BC, Syracuse was a great place for commerce, art, and science. As a child, Archimedes developed his curiosity for problem solving. After learning as much as possible from his teachers, he traveled to Egypt to study in Alexandria. Alexandria was founded by Alexander the Great in 331 BC, so by the time that Archimedes showed up, it was a great hotspot for learning and scholarship. After his studies in Alexandria, Archimedes returned to Syracuse to pursue his life in problem solving and invention. King Hero couldn't find out how to empty rainwater from the hull on one of his ships. Archimedes' solution was to create a machine consisting of a hollow tube having a spiral that could turn by a handle on one of the ends. When the lower end of the tube was placed into the hull and the handle was turned, water was then carried up and out of the boat. King Hero ordered a solid gold crown from a goldsmith. When it was returned, he was suspicious that the goldsmith had ripped him off by using silver to make it the correct weight. Archimedes was called to figure out the case. While taking a bath, he noticed that the bathtub overflowed when he got into it. This led him to discover that he could measure the crown's volume by the amount of water it displaced. He knew that since he could measure the crown's volume, all he had to discover was the crown's weight in order to calculate its density and/or its purity. He was so excited about the discovery that he ran down the streets of Syracuse, naked, shouting, "Eureka!" or "I found it!" Syracuse was a resisting force from Rome and Marcellus, but in 212 BC, Marcellus took over the city. Archimedes was so focused on a mathematical problem that he hadn't even noticed the takeover. So when a soldier came and demanded his presence, Archimedes resisted and was struck by the enraged soldier, murdering the 75-year-old eccentric dead. Despite all of the giant tales of Archimedes' life, we owe him for all of the physical frenzy. Through his discoveries, we were able to create the pulley, the fulcrum, and the lever, which are all still commonly used today. We also owe him for much of the discoveries to volume and density. It is 3 manuscripts that we know the texts of Archimedes. One was last heard in 1311, another in the 1550s, but the third now stays at the Walters Art Museum in Baltimore.